Now, if a coach spends even 10 minutes every 2 weeks, I'm talking about minimum managerial coaching, meeting with the people he manages, he can do managerial coaching that's very effective. He just needs to know how and what he's supporting. So the first area is the planner. We're supporting the planner always. And in tri-position planning, you know that the realist, otherwise known as the planner, is the key person making it happen. That means we're supporting that person's ability to visualize for themselves and to see futures, to develop futures. And you know all the questions. We teach the same questions in managerial coaching. What do you want? How's it going to work? Actually, in managerial coaching, we don't do a lot of what do you want because the contract's already in place. The contract starts here when the person takes a job. When they come into the job and they're being trained, they make a contract to do certain kinds of work, and they're tested for that. Can you actually do it? Can you do this project? Are you willing to? This is what you're being paid for. So we're not actually making a contract in managerial coaching. That saves a lot of time for the manager. And we train managers simply to really know what plans each individual is working with, and really to ask, how's it going with this one? How's it going with that one? Don't leave them isolated. Let them give you some feedback. And this is very important because often the manager in the department, he gets people who will come up to him and say, oh, it's all great. It's all great. But if he knows coaching, he can ask scaling questions. So last week you said you were at about 4 and you had this and this to do. Where would you say the project is now? Has it moved up scale? How far? And towards satisfaction, if he's monitoring that and has a good relation with the person who is doing that job, the manager is in a much better place then to put his attention on other areas that are relevant. There's not this surface of not knowing. Somebody's working in a silo and isn't giving information. And he doesn't have the urge to micromanage. Okay, so first of all, he's got questions for the planner, the basic ones that you already know. Second, he has what you're learning in Module 2. And I call that the Plan B conversation. If he's in good relationship with the planner and he comes in and something's amiss, he'll have a Plan B conversation. Now, do you know this device that they have on the movie studio lots? It's like take 2. So we don't look into the past, we don't blame or we're training managers not to get into blame frame. Instead, to move straight to Plan B. Okay, so something happened with the suppliers and you're a week late, so how are you going to handle that? And secondly, is there a plan for next time? So that the person is actually building their leadership each step of the way. As you assist them to handle that, to take leadership, to build the Plan Bs and the Plan Cs, and to build a plan next time that takes into account the areas that are out of control. You see what I mean? The person becomes stronger and stronger. Even in a 10-minute conversation, they're moving further and further towards the area of leadership. They're taking leadership of their function and taking responsibility, ability to respond for that. So it's not back on the shoulders of the manager.